out where? Yo, these motherfuckers don't want people like us. I'm gonna walk my ass out.
Yeah, see, the problem with what you're saying is, like, you're talking from a position of privilege.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, my name is James IZ. I'm back here with another video. This video topic, it's about Andrew Tate in the big 2025. Now, if this was 2022, I know for a fact that this video would have gotten views, would have gotten hella views if I put Andrew Tate's name in the title of it, but I don't think that's gonna happen now because he fell off. I'm not even gonna bother to break down the story behind Andrew Tate. If you don't know who that is, there's plenty of documentaries out there on YouTube that you can watch yourself. I'm not gonna sit here and explain the whole backstory behind this man. Basically, just in short, after he retired from kickboxing, he started selling porn, basically, cam girl site, basically, and destroying men's mental health by producing that type of pornography to them. And then he comes onto YouTube and the internet talking about men's mental health and all that other stuff, all that other crap. The Matrix is attacking me. Ah, help me. There's bugs underneath my skin. Help. Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Yeah, a type of bullshit, right? Yeah, he gets canceled for it because, well, I mean, to be honest with you, well, yeah, he was a piece of shit to begin with, but I guess not too many young men knew that, and there's still young men out there who support him. Recently, right, he was able to leave Romania, and like he came over here to America, guys, and yeah, he tried to go to Florida, he tried to go to Miami to buy a house in Miami, and yeah, the governor of Florida, whatever the hell his name is, doesn't even like him too, and we're gonna get into that. He went on a podcast tour again, but this time he didn't really go on any notable podcast besides the Full Send podcast, because who the fuck watches Candace Owens and who the fuck watches PBD? Candace Owens is just a grifting black lady who is just a bootlicker for like the right wing. Patrick Bet-David, yeah, he's a MLM scam artist, so fuck him too.
All these losers tweeting negatively at me who hate me so deeply because they saw a part of a YouTube video once and it offended them to their core. They can't stop tweeting against me. And Megyn Kelly thinks I'm bad and she's never even spoken to me. All these people are slave-minded.
We're the slaves, really. We're the ones that are stuck inside of the Matrix because we don't like Andrew Tate. If you have anything negative to say about him, bro, you're just a slave mind to the Matrix, guys.
Like, right when he thought things were about to turn around, the Matrix gets him again. And this time it's Ron DeSantis going after him. I guess he's an agent of the Matrix and Tate didn't know it. Like, he thought going to Florida would be safe, but when he got there, DeSantis said he's not welcome there. And then the Attorney General announced a criminal investigation into the Tate brothers.
These guys have themselves publicly admitted to participating in what very much appears to be soliciting, trafficking, preying upon women around the world. Many of these victims coming forward, some of them minors, people can spin or defend however they want. But in Florida, this type of behavior is viewed as atrocious. We're not going to accept it.
That's all alleged, by the way. That's not 100% confirmed. I even remember, like, his Hustlers University, that one course that he was selling, right? He was teaching guys on how to do the lover boy method.
Like, they're so happy to finally be able to leave Romania, and the first place they choose to go is Florida, but now they have another case to fight because of that. And they had to flee the state already, but while Tate was there, he managed to do some podcasts like PBD, Nelk, and Candace Owens, of course.
You mean to tell me that you have the opportunity to finally leave the country, and the first place that you want to go to is Florida? Yeah, bro, this guy is a fucking idiot.
And what have I done since I've arrived? I did Patrick Bet-David and sat on my laptop. That's all I've done. I've done Patrick Bet-David, I sat on my laptop and I had Taco Bell, and I've got a criminal investigation?
Yeah.
What the doesn't even make any sense. I'm not saying I was a slightly more sentimental man. Part of me wants to cry. But this is so ridiculous. This is so hard.
Oh, guys, he's clearly the victim here, guys. I mean, dude, he was protecting his own reputation for the past 4 years. Even though that in 2024, he was promoting a bunch of crypto rug pulls and everything and was cussing out CoffeeZilla and calling him gay because CoffeeZilla was investigating him for his scams. Andrew Tate is still the victim here, guys. He's really just trying to free us from the Matrix. We should definitely support him, bro.
So he was going through it, and he kept flipping out about DeSantis, and at one point he tried acting tough by being like, come get me, I have nothing to hide, I'm right here in Miami, I'm not leaving. But then right after this, of course, he fled Florida.
I'm right here in Miami. I'm right here in Miami. Come get me, arrest me, perp walk me, put me on the news, tell everyone I'm a human trafficker. You think I'm not versed? You think I'm not ready? I'm a Navy SEAL in this shit. Fucking come get me, raid my house.
He speaks with so much conviction, and his flexion shows that he's confident when that's not the case at all. That's not who he actually is. He's still a human being at the end of the fucking day, guys. There's people out there that still support him, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I have to go onto the fucking Full Send podcast comment section here. Top G on JRE would be sick. 13K likes. 100% Baron Trump watches this. 2.2 million views in 3 days, and they say he's washed out. Oh my goodness, bro. It's just, yeah, bro, people still support him and everything. It's just embarrassing to watch. I mean, all those boys there, you know what I mean? They're just lost souls out there, and they have, you know, a bit of a daddy problem, you know what I mean?
But it seems like Candace will go all out trying to defend Tate. I mean, she was really fired up during this podcast, obviously because her husband and Tate go way back. And if Tate really is a pedophile sex trafficker, then it's not really a great look for her husband.
I do know that like there's a connection between Candace Owens and Andrew Tate here because of her husband was good mates with him. I saw this theory on Twitter, right? Okay, listen, just hear me out, okay? I know that I said something about Twitter. People like Candace and the Tates and Alex Jones, what if they're also a part of the establishment too, and they're just a part of the divide and conquer tactics? How did they know each other back in the day? Like, look at this picture here. Andrew here still has hair. They go way back here. I mean, how do they know each other here like in the past? I mean, they might be a Mossad asset here, guys. They might be federal agents.
Like, he went on PBD's podcast and he kept yelling about how he gets more hate than Epstein, which Tate and his fans always bring up to try to defend him. They're always like, well, what about Epstein?
That whole argument. Oh, but what about Epstein? You don't go this hard on Epstein. Yeah, well, he's dead. Bro, let's just be real here. They'll never release the Epstein files ever because the people who are in control are probably on those files too. There are probably a lot of big name celebrities and influencers and politicians who are on the Epstein list, and that's why I don't think it'll ever be actually released fully. And so, I mean, the man is already dead. He's been dead since what, 2016? Bro, what else is there to talk about?
Then also at one part, he brings up P. Diddy, you know, another sex trafficker to compare himself to. So this is an interesting strategy here to be like, I'm innocent, but there's so many similarities between my case and P. Diddy's. Like, at one point, he compared the release of that tape of Diddy beating his ex to the media campaign against him because, like Diddy, Tate also had a video resurface of him where he's beating his girl.
Again, this is all a part of the Andrew Tate backstory, and I don't feel like going through this shit again. Yeah, go ahead and watch those documentaries on Andrew Tate if like you don't know anything about this stuff. But dude, I've been over this shit like fucking 2-3 years ago, bro. I don't give a fuck anymore, bro.
I don't know Diddy, never spoken to him. I'm not defending him because what they're about to say is Andrew Tate, sex trafficker, defends sex trafficker. No, what I'm saying is they've decided to wreck him. I don't know his side of the story. He may be guilty. His side of the story might be, yeah, I did it, but so did this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. I'm only asking why only him. I think that's a far more interesting story. I know how this works, so I saw it and called it. This came out of nowhere. This was stored somewhere in the Matrix archives. When they decided to take him down, first thing you do is slander him, just like they did to me. Before we were arrested, there was a media campaign trying its very best to paint us as bad people. Why did this appear now?
I'm sorry, guys. I can't really take this shit seriously because this is the same guy who promoted Daddy Coin on Twitter and rug pulled it, and I'm supposed to take this guy seriously, and like he's talking like he's exposing the Matrix or something. Oh yeah, it's in the Matrix archives. The same thing that like they did to Diddy is the same thing that like they're doing to me right now, guys. It's all in the Matrix coding. If you still support this man, fuck you.
I love that Tate just randomly threw that in there, that he's donated money to charity and opened a dog shelter.
It's always these types of dudes that always have to bring up the good deeds that they've done. They always have to bring it up for some reason, just to make us feel bad. Okay, it's a manipulation tactic. Okay, that's what it is. We need to look past that.
Him and Tristan do what Tate pledged. They give millions and millions of dollars all the time to build wells, to give food. These are good men who have done a lot of good for the world, right? Even if you accept all the allegations against them is true, the amount of good that they've done for the world tremendously outweighs the bad, and people don't see it.
No. You know what, guys, bro, if you want to watch the rest of this video, go right on ahead because I'm not going to watch it, honestly. Too lazy to try Andrew Tate is imploding. Go ahead and check out his video if you want to, guys, because this is going to be the end of my video right there because that was just absurdly dumb, honestly. Like, that was just I mean, come on. Even if the Tates were legitimate actual human traffickers, I mean, the amount of money that they've donated to charity, it completely outweighs the fact that they've taken women from their homes and forced them into cam work and was beating them and hitting them. Of course, even if that was true, guys, I mean, come on, they've donated money, they've built schools. I mean, come on, guys. Listen, guys, if you fell for the psyop, I feel bad for you. I want to personally apologize to you for believing in the lie, in the character, in the facade that Andrew Tate put on, and you probably spent money on his fucking courses like a fucking plebeian loser. If you enjoyed today's video, yeah, go ahead and leave a like on my video, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully this is the last video on Tate for a while now, because I'm just so over it, bro. It's been going on for like 3 years, and I'm just over it. I don't really give a fuck, bro. I'm out of here. I'm done.